Has Frank Fritz returned to American Pickers? Ever since Frank Fritz was fired from American Pickers, fans have been pleading to the makers to bring him back. They even announced that the show has become colorless, especially after he was replaced by Mike Wolf's brother Robbie Wolf. Season 23 of American Pickers premiered on January 1, 2022, minus Frank. Fans immediately showcased their disappointment, which resulted in low ratings for the show. American Pickers makers re-air old Frank Fritz episode. However, it seems like the makers have now decided to bring back Frank Fritz in a desperate effort to get high ratings. With the 56-year-old still recovering from the stroke he had a month ago, it sure wasn't possible for him to shoot for the ongoing season. So how did the makers bring him on board? Well, it looks like the former American Pickers star really isn't back to the show. In an effort to subtly introduce some nostalgia, the History Channel series re-aired an old episode from the show starring Frank Fritz. This happened on Saturday when fans got a chance to watch Frank at his best hunting for a mummy. In the episode, Mike and Frank had a chat about Marie O'Day. She was a woman from the 1920s that was mummified by her boyfriend. This mummy was kept at a location that was loaded with some freaky memorabilia. Although Mike had the chance to purchase the mummy, he didn't want to invest in it. Frank Fritz wished to return to American Pickers. Although fans were aware of the ongoing tension between Mike and Frank, his firing came as a surprise for fans. He was fired from the show in March 2020. In July 2021, in an interview, the former host revealed that he didn't wish to leave the show. As per The Sun, he also claimed that he wished to start filming for the show again. The Frank Fritz Finds owner chimed in, "I would like to come back to the show. I was doing it for 11 years. I'm 100% recovered now, and I'm ready to roll and go back on the show." The former host also claimed that the network hasn't given him any direct answer on whether or not they want him back on the show. They talk out of both sides of their mouth. "It would be like me telling you I want to go back on the show, and then tomorrow going, 'I never said that, I never said anything about that,'" he explained. American Pickers ratings at its lowest lows. Ever since Frank's exit, the show ratings have plummeted like never before. While the August 20 episode brought in 1,007,000 viewers, the August 27 episode dropped to a low of 829,000 viewers. This came after fans realized that the new season doesn't have Frank Fritz deeming it as boring. The airwaves of reality television are often rife with unexpected twists, but few have captured the audience's attention quite like the saga of Frank Fritz and American Pickers. For years, fans of the show have eagerly debated whether Fritz, one of the original co-hosts, would make a triumphant return to the series after his departure. With each season that passed, whispers of his comeback swirled, fueled by social media posts and fleeting rumors. So has Frank Fritz returned to American Pickers? Let's delve into this intriguing narrative. The dynamic duo. To understand the significance of Frank's potential return, one must first appreciate the chemistry that existed between him and his co-host, Mike Wolf. The duo, who traveled across the United States in search of forgotten treasures, shared not just a passion for antiques, but a bond that resonated with viewers. Their contrasting personalities, Frank's lighthearted charm against Mike's more serious demeanor, created an engaging dynamic that drew fans into their world of picking. When Frank was sidelined due to health issues, the show continued with Mike at the helm, introducing new characters and stories. Yet the absence of Fritz left a palpable void. Fans missed the quirky banter, the shared laughter, and the sense of camaraderie that defined their adventures. The show remained popular, but it was clear that many longed for the return of the original chemistry. A bumpy road. Frank's departure from American Pickers was not just a matter of missing episodes. It was a complicated journey marked by health challenges and personal struggles. After undergoing back surgery in 2020, Frank faced significant recovery hurdles. Reports about his health became frequent, and speculation about his future on the show intensified. In interviews, he expressed a desire to return, sharing his passion for picking and reminiscing about the camaraderie with Mike. Fans rallied behind him, sending messages of support, hoping to see him back on screen. As seasons rolled on, the production team experimented with various guest stars and co-hosts. While some viewers enjoyed the fresh faces, others were steadfast in their belief that the show needed Frank's unique perspective. The longing for his return became a recurring theme in fan forums and social media platforms, sparking discussions about what made American Pickers a success in the first place. The return of the picker. In early 2023, a glimmer of hope emerged when rumors began to circulate about Frank's potential return. Social media posts hinted at behind-the-scenes activity, with cryptic messages that stirred excitement among fans. The chatter grew louder, and soon enough, whispers turned into confirmations. Frank Fritz was making a comeback to American Pickers. The announcement was met with a wave of jubilation. Fans flooded social media, celebrating the news with hashtags and memories of Frank's most memorable moments on the show. His return promised not only a revitalization of the series, but also a chance for Frank to reclaim his passion for picking. New adventures await. As the new season premiered, audiences were eager to see how Frank's comeback would unfold. The premiere episode featured the duo reuniting in a familiar antique shop, with their characteristic banter reigniting the screen. The nostalgia was palpable as they dove back into their treasure-hunting ways, visiting charming small towns and meeting eccentric collectors. The joy on their faces as they explored long-abandoned barns and dusty attics reminded viewers of why they fell in love with the show in the first place. Each episode showcased the unique finds that have come to define American Pickers. From vintage motorcycles to antique furniture, the thrill of the hunt was back in full swing. Frank's infectious enthusiasm complemented Mike's knowledgeable approach, and their interactions felt more genuine than ever. It was clear that both had grown during their time apart, bringing fresh perspectives to the familiar format. Challenges and triumphs. However, the road back to normalcy wasn't without its challenges. Frank's health remained a point of concern, and viewers couldn't help but wonder how he would navigate the rigorous demands of filming. Each episode served not only as entertainment, but as a testament to his resilience. As the season progressed, audiences witnessed not just the thrill of picking, but also the personal growth of both hosts. The show also took on a more reflective tone, addressing the struggles of mental health, recovery, and the importance of friendship. Frank opened up about his journey, encouraging fans to prioritize their well-being and to pursue their passions, regardless of the obstacles they faced. This new layer of depth resonated with viewers, transforming American Pickers into not just a show about antiques, but a celebration of life's complexities. Looking ahead. As the season continues to unfold, fans are left with a sense of optimism. Frank's return has revitalized the series, but it has also sparked conversations about the nature of friendship, resilience, and the enduring power of nostalgia. The dynamic between Frank and Mike is as electric as ever, reminding viewers that sometimes the most precious treasures aren't found in antiques, but in the relationships we cherish. In the end, American Pickers isn't just about picking. It's about the stories behind the items and the bonds we form along the way. With Frank back in the fold, audiences can look forward to more adventures, more laughs, and perhaps more heartfelt moments that will resonate long after the credits roll. So yes, Frank Fritz has returned, and with him, a renewed spirit that promises to make this season one for the books. The journey of picking continues, and fans are here for every exhilarating moment.